The Spartans, masters of discipline. The Spartans were a people of unparalleled discipline and strength, renowned for their military prowess and austere way of life. From a young age, Spartan boys were subjected to the agoge, a rigorous training program designed to mold them into elite warriors. This process was integral to the Spartan way of life and was the foundation upon which their military successes were built. What was the purpose and process of the agoge in Spartan society, and how did it shape young boys into elite warriors? The agoge was not merely a training program. It was a rite of passage that every male Spartan had to endure. Starting at the age of 7, boys were taken from their families and placed under the supervision of older youths and instructors. The training was brutal and relentless, designed to toughen them both physically and mentally. They learned to endure pain, hunger, and extreme weather conditions with stoicism. The agoge emphasized obedience, camaraderie, and survival skills. Boys were encouraged to steal food to supplement their meager rations, but if caught, they were severely punished, not for stealing, but for getting caught. This taught them cunning and resourcefulness. Physical training included running, wrestling, and weapon training. The boys also engaged in mock battles to develop their combat skills. The most promising among them were selected to join the Cryptia, a secretive unit that conducted operations against the Helots, the enslaved population of Sparta. This further instilled a sense of ruthlessness and loyalty to Sparta. By the time they graduated at the age of 20, they were well prepared to join the ranks of the Spartan army, known for its discipline and effectiveness. How did the Spartan phalanx formation contribute to their military success, and what made it such an effective strategy in battle? The Spartan phalanx was a formidable military formation that played a crucial role in their battlefield dominance. This tightly knit formation consisted of heavily armed infantrymen, known as hoplites, who stood shoulder to shoulder, each holding a large shield and spear. The shields provided a wall of protection, while the spears could be thrust forward to keep the enemy at bay. The success of the phalanx relied heavily on the discipline and unity of the soldiers. Each hoplite was trained to maintain their position and work in unison with their comrades. The phalanx formation was nearly impenetrable from the front, as the overlapping shields created a solid barrier. This allowed the Spartans to advance steadily and push back their enemies. The strength of the phalanx was its ability to hold the line and exert relentless pressure on the opposing forces. Any break in the formation could lead to disastrous consequences, which is why Spartan training emphasized maintaining formation and coordination under all circumstances. The effectiveness of the phalanx was evident in numerous battles, such as the Battle of Plataea in 479 BC, where the Greeks, led by the Spartans, defeated the Persian army. The phalanx allowed the Spartans to hold their ground and eventually turn the tide in favor of the Greeks. The phalanx was not just a tactical formation. It was a testament to the Spartans' discipline and their ability to function as a cohesive unit. What were the key events and significance of the Battle of Thermopylae, and how did it exemplify Spartan values of bravery and sacrifice? The Battle of Thermopylae, fought in 480 BC, is one of the most iconic moments in Spartan history. King Leonidas led a small force of 300 Spartans, along with a few thousand allies, to defend the narrow pass at Thermopylae against the massive Persian army of Xerxes. The significance of this battle lies not in the outcome, but in the demonstration of Spartan valor and self-sacrifice. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the Spartans held the pass for 3 days, inflicting heavy casualties on the Persians. Their stand was made possible by the narrow terrain, which neutralized the numerical advantage of the Persian forces. The Spartans' discipline and combat skills were on full display as they repelled wave after wave of attacks. On the final day, betrayed by a local who showed the Persians a hidden path, Leonidas and his men were surrounded. Knowing that defeat was imminent, Leonidas dismissed most of the Greek allies and stayed behind with his 300 Spartans and a small contingent of Thespians and Thebans. They fought to the death, exemplifying the Spartan code of bravery, honor, and sacrifice. This heroic stand became a symbol of resistance and inspired the Greeks to continue their fight against the Persian invasion, eventually leading to Greek victories in subsequent battles such as Salamis and Plataea. What innovative tactics did the Thebans use at the Battle of Leuctra to defeat the Spartans? And how did this battle mark a turning point in Spartan history? The Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC marked a significant turning point in Spartan history. The Thebans, under the leadership of the brilliant general Epaminondas, employed innovative tactics that led to a decisive victory over the Spartans. One of the key tactics was the use of the oblique phalanx formation, which concentrated the Theban forces on one flank while weakening the center and opposite flank. Epaminondas placed his strongest troops, the Sacred Band of Thebes, a highly trained and elite unit, on the left wing, arranged in a deep formation of 50 rows. This created a powerful striking force aimed directly at the Spartan right wing, where King Cleombrotus commanded the Spartan elite. The deeper formation allowed the Thebans to apply overwhelming pressure on a specific point in the Spartan line, rather than spreading their forces evenly. This tactic caught the Spartans off guard and disrupted their traditional phalanx formation. The Thebans managed to break through the Spartan lines, killing Cleombrotus and many of his elite soldiers. The Spartan army, demoralized and disorganized, eventually retreated, suffering a humiliating defeat. The Battle of Leuctra shattered the myth of Spartan invincibility and marked the beginning of their decline as the dominant military power in Greece. How did the relationship between the Spartans and the Helots underpin Spartan society? And what role did this dynamic play in both their strength and their eventual downfall? The Helots were an integral yet subjugated part of Spartan society. They were primarily the descendants of conquered peoples and were bound to the land, working as serfs for the Spartan state. The Helots were responsible for the agricultural production that sustained the Spartan economy, allowing the Spartan citizens, or Spartiates, to focus exclusively on military training and warfare. This relationship was marked by extreme oppression and constant tension. The Spartans lived in constant fear of Helot revolts, as the Helots vastly outnumbered the Spartan citizens. To maintain control, the Spartans employed brutal measures, including periodic massacres known as the Cryptia, where young Spartan men were sent out to kill Helots deemed to be potential threats. This served both as a method of terrorizing the Helot population and as a training exercise for the young Spartans. While the Helot system provided the economic foundation for Sparta's military society, it also created significant vulnerabilities. The Spartans' dependence on the Helots made them wary of engaging in prolonged military campaigns far from home, fearing that their subjugated population might revolt in their absence. This fear was realized during the earthquake of 464 BC, which triggered a major Helot uprising. The revolt was eventually suppressed, but it exposed the inherent instability within Spartan society. In the long run, the reliance on Helot labor and the resulting internal tensions contributed to Sparta's decline. The constant need to suppress the Helots drained resources and attention that could have been directed towards external threats. The defeat at Leuctra further weakened Spartan authority, leading to a loss of control over their Helot population and hastening the decline of Spartan power. The dynamic between the Spartans and the Helots, while initially a source of strength, ultimately played a significant role in Sparta's downfall. Where are the Spartans today? The ancient city-state of Sparta, once a dominant military power in Greece, no longer exists in its historical form. Modern Sparta, a small town in Greece, stands near the site of the ancient city. The current inhabitants of this area are not direct descendants of the ancient Spartans in any culturally significant way. Over centuries, invasions, migrations, and the passage of time have diluted and transformed the population and culture of the region. The legacy of the Spartans continues to captivate and inspire, offering valuable lessons that transcend time and culture. Here are 5 key lessons we can learn from their remarkable history. Discipline and perseverance. The Spartans were renowned for their unwavering discipline. Their rigorous training and strict societal rules ensured that every individual was prepared to face challenges head-on. In modern life, cultivating discipline can help us achieve our goals, maintain focus, and overcome obstacles. Unity and teamwork. The strength of the Spartan phalanx lay in the unity and coordination of its soldiers. Each warrior relied on the next to hold the line. This teaches us the importance of teamwork and collaboration. By working together and supporting each other, we can accomplish far more than we can individually. Adaptability and resourcefulness. Spartans were trained to be resourceful, able to endure hardships and find solutions in difficult situations. Today, adaptability is a crucial skill in our rapidly changing world. Learning to be flexible and resourceful can help us navigate uncertainties and seize opportunities. Resilience and endurance. The Spartan way of life was marked by resilience and endurance. They faced physical and mental challenges with remarkable stoicism. This resilience is a powerful lesson for us, reminding us to remain steadfast in the face of adversity and to keep pushing forward even when the going gets tough. Prioritizing strength and fitness. Physical fitness was of utmost importance to the Spartans, who believed a strong body was essential for a strong mind and spirit. In contemporary society, prioritizing health and fitness can enhance our overall well-being, improve our mental health, and increase our longevity. The story of the Spartans is not just a tale of ancient warriors. It is a testament to the enduring human spirit and the values that can lead to greatness. By embracing these lessons, we can strive to lead more disciplined, united, adaptable, resilient, and healthy lives, much like the legendary Spartans.